In this video, I'm going to show you guys how I make my dragons and my sculptures in Fortnite Creative. So the first thing you need to know when you're starting your sculpture is where it's going to go and what it is. So my dragon that I'm building here is going to go inside a 1x2 box. This shape. So 1 wall high and 2 floors wide. So now I know what size my dragon is going to be. I need to figure out what shape it's going to be. So to do that, you don't need to start building nice detailed legs and nice detailed tail and a face. You just need to grab any prop you want and just build a base. I'm going to grab the snow. Just like that. And I am going to place him where I want my dragon. So I'll need 4 legs and a body. No matter what you're building, for this part, it doesn't have to be detailed at all. Like for this dragon, all you need to do is get the proportions that you want. So for this dragon, I made a really big body with small legs and a big head. But you can build a bunch of different ones and figure out which one you like best. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to build a couple more and then decide what dragon I want to actually build. Okay, so now I have 6 templates of dragons, all different shapes. And since these dragons, I'm not building these for me, I'm building them for someone else, I let them decide which ones they like the best, and they chose this one and this one. So I'm going to make this dragon right here, I'm going to copy it. Paste it right over here a couple of times. And I'll also copy this one and do the same thing. For these dragons, one is going to be a fire theme and one is going to be an ice theme. And I think this one I'm going to make ice theme and this one I'm going to make the fire theme. As you can see, these poses the dragons are in now are just basic. They're just standing straight, which when you're sculpting you want something dynamic. This one looks a little better because it has the wings and it's standing straight up, but it still needs to be something, a better pose than that. Maybe twist the tail, turn the head. So that's what I'm going to do now, is I'm going to quickly go through them and edit and rotate their bodies around and decide which one looks best. Okay, so now I repositioned the 3 fire dragons. I decided to move the ice dragons for now, so we'll just focus on the fire dragons. So this one, as you see, I put 1 leg forward, 1 leg back, his whole body is rotated, his tail is down, his legs are squatting, and his face is facing forward now. So that's that one. This one is like he's kind of taken off, like he's about to go fly. He's got his hind legs barely touching the ground. And this one, he's kind of laying down, and I think I want to do the first one because that's just the best one to me, but you guys can choose whatever one you like. So I'm going to go ahead and delete everything I don't need over here, including the platform here, because I know that this is the size that I want. And the next step is to detail your dragon, and to do that you want to go to your galleries and search for some props to use. You can really use anything to sculpt with. Really anything in here would work good. So you can just click through the galleries, look for something that is the right color, and just try to use it. You don't have to use everything you grab. So I'll just grab that stone. I might make that into a piece that could be used. Eggs work really good for sculptures like this, same with the bones. Robots, easy to build if you use this gallery. Let's look in here. That might make something cool, I don't know, we'll see. Some of this. Let's grab maybe the teddy bear. See if that could look good. We'll grab this tube. The smoother the object, the better for sculpting. Well, it does depend on what you're making, but the smoother, it makes it easier. So this is smooth, the back of the bear is smooth, this is smooth. Maybe the bottom of the boat could work for something. I'm just gonna grab a whole bunch of stuff and then I'll show you what I grabbed. Okay, so I grabbed a bunch of props. I grabbed mostly like neutral grayish colors, and then I also grabbed some orangey red colors. Some of the props I grabbed were just cool textures that I saw, like this, and then some I had a vision with them. I saw this and thought that would make a good shoulder piece. I saw this, I thought maybe that could make good spikes going along the back. So now I'll show you how I go about swapping the base pieces with the actual pieces I'm going to use. So I'll start with this front leg here, and I'll look for a piece that I want to use. I think I'll use this guy. Let's see if it's small enough. Let's just stick that right there. Delete the snow. Like I said, I wanted to use this for the shoulder. And I don't like this piece, so I'm going to delete it and find another one. Let's try a rock. How about this rock right here? That looks pretty good. Let's use the same one for the bottom part. I think that's a pretty nice looking arm. And let's go to the foot. Let's try maybe the garbage bag. Let's go to the toes. Let's try this thing. And when you're building, you want to go on the flight speed 0.5 just so you have more control. Let's grab these sausage thingies for the toes. Stick them in the cans a little bit. And since this dragon is going to be used like right outside a box fight, I think that's where it's going to be used. People aren't really going to be surveying it, just like staring at the toes and stuff. But I still want to have it nice and detailed. And then what I can do is use these same pieces here to do the other side. So let's get this shoulder. And that looks good, and I'm just going to go ahead and copy this whole foot and paste it over here. Okay, so that's how you swap out the base for the actual piece you're going to use. You can use whatever pieces you want. I'm going to go ahead and speed build the whole body, and then I'll come back when I do the face. Okay, so I just finished the body of the dragon, and as you see, these are the pieces I decided to use. I swapped these orange ones for the sausages and decided that would be the main color, the red. And I used the pillows, they looked good just like I thought for the spikes. Used these barricades for the wings, that they look really good. They're small, but I didn't want too big of wings, and I think it looks really good. So now we're just going to get into the face. And that is it. That is the complete dragon. I finished the face. It took me a lot longer than I planned. It took me like a whole 15 minutes to finish the face only. If I pull up my phone, you can see what I used. A bunch of sausages for little detail. I grabbed these little chili peppers. Used the dots from the snowman. Gave him horns. I think this orange and red color of the whole dragon looks really good, including the gray legs. And then after I finished the face, I went ahead and did the same exact thing I did for the fire for the ice dragon. Built him over here. I started with snowballs and replaced it with eggs. You actually use snowballs, these little lights, and toilet seats. I think the fire dragon turned out a little better. This dragon took me probably 2 hours longer than it took me to build this thing, just because I was struggling really hard with how to build this, because the props I had to use were basically only eggs. Use eggs for the wings and the whole body. It's because the snowballs, I didn't want to have it all built as snowballs, because then it would disappear from far away because of the render distance. And so that's it for the sculpting, but I'm just going to show you real quick how to copy and move them over if you have over 100 props. So this dragon has over 100 props in it, which means I can't copy the whole thing and move it. So what you do is copy as much as you can and copy a floor or a pyramid piece or wall or anything. Anything that is not on build a prop. Okay, so now I have 100. You can just cut it Oh, don't cut it yet. You want to copy it to your quick bar, hotbar, whatever it's called. Then you move it. And you put the pyramid right back where it was. Copy the rest. And if you want to make sure you grabbed everything, just click your right click button, move it, and you see I missed a piece right there, so just click right click again, and then you can go grab it, then you can move it. So copy it to my hotbar, and move it over. Now I have the dragon in my hotbar to paste it wherever I want. So now all that's left is I gotta copy and paste these onto the island that they're going to go on, and that's it. Okay, so here's the map the dragons were placed in right here. It is called Box Fight Push the Line by Team Unite. So let's jump in and see the dragons. So here's the lobby. You got Ice Dragon right there, the Fire Dragon right there. Just start the game. So as you see, we got the Fire Dragon right out there. Can't get to him if you're alive. And you got 3 of them. And you got 3, or just 2 Ice Dragons. And if you die and you're not the only one on the team, oh, I just realized there's different arenas. So this one is only the lava arena, and it's got 1 dragon right there. But if I died and I had a teammate still alive, I would respawn out here and I could run around out this way. So that's it for this tutorial type video on my dragons and how I build them. I hope it helped you in any way possible. And if you build something like this, make sure you build it unique and make sure you send it to me because I'd like to see them.
Of things we know.